I'm Ash King, and we're here at Berkelouw Books.
Oh, it's hard to spell Berkelouw, isn't it?
It is. It has a W at the end, and people sometimes miss the W. But we're here with the fabulous Tim Rosso, and he's here to talk about his new book that's out, which is Mum Had a Kingswood. Welcome.
Now, you didn't know what a Kingswood was, did you?
It's true, I didn't know. I thought that it was an antique chest of some kind.
Well, why would I have had an antique chest? I suppose
your mum could have had an antique chest.
Mum had an antique chest.
That's not too crazy, is it?
It's a bit like the Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants or whatever, isn't it? Like
maybe a bit.
A family thing. No, it's a car, isn't it? It's a Holden car.
It's a car, and you know what? We've had t-shirts made up. I don't have it on now, but it has a Kingswood on it.
Oh.
And I'm really into 70s cars.
I saw a guy yesterday, and he had I stopped at the service station in Newcastle, and he had a green Statesman Kingswood that was his father's, and he keeps it. In many ways, he sees the car as his father's passed away, and he sees the car as actually being his dad.
Oh wow!
Really weird, really weird. Nice guy. A bit weird, but nice.
Oh, that's alright. So, you know, you're a young, virile man with much life ahead of you.
Why write a book about myself at the age of 40? Is that what you say?
What said to you, let's sit down and write my life out?
Well, I didn't intend to do that. I really thought that I would write a book of funny stories. In it where I've got these things that I call stuff, which is just random things, like weird party games or, you know, that's what I expected the book to be more of.
Yeah.
And then as I started writing a few stories about share houses and things, the publisher said, why don't you do more of that sort of stuff? So I did. That, which is, I think if I'd set my mind out to do a memoir at the start, I probably wouldn't have done it because I would have been too self-conscious.
Yeah. No, well, I really like a lot of the stories that have to do with your youth. Do you have anything that in particular strikes you as like a really fond childhood memory?
Those little things, like I used to love lying, when I was a kid, one of my earliest and fondest memories is lying outside at the back door on a sunny day with the dog. The dog was lying there in the sun, and I lay next to it as a little kid and patted it in the sun as well. That's my fondest memory of childhood.
And something else that a lot of people might not know about you is that you were in a rock band.
Yeah, yeah. That's obviously people I haven't met, because if you've met me, I'll tell you all about my rock band.
Is that the first thing that you tell them? Like, no. I'm a rock star, and then comedian?
No, that's how I started out doing comedy, was playing in a band. I loved, and I still love playing in a band, particularly because I'm not a particularly good musician. And so...
Is that why you wore the mullets? To deter
yeah, it's why we were a wig and comedy band. And I think the nice thing about being in a rock band is camaraderie. And if you aren't a naturally gifted musician, being able to sort of fake your way through and do gigs and have people come and see and release music was one of the great joys of the world.
Well, you played at the Sharky Stadium.
I did play at Sharky Stadium at that gig last year, which was great fun actually. Yeah. And you know, got my guts out in the leotards, and everyone had a good time. Well,
you have I don't know if it's really a guilty pleasure, because it's a bit too high culture for guilty pleasures, but your interest in architecture is quite interesting.
Yeah, modernist architecture is probably my passion outside of music. Yeah, so we're a modernist late 1950s home, and I go and travel wherever we go to places. We always try and check out houses and take an interest in it and take photos and visit them wherever I can.
I studied visual arts, and we did a bit of architecture. Were the modernists the one who wanted lots of space or not lots of space?
Well, you want space, but it's all basics of it's that idea of a machine for living, where you get rid of all the decorative things, and it's very much. I mean, having concrete floors is a very modernist thing to do. Get rid of all that sort of decorative things, and bringing the inside out. So you've got a lot of them are classic modernist boxes. Have flat roofs, lots of glass, so you feel as if you could be outside when you're inside.
So we're in a bookstore, and it'd be hopeless of me not to ask you if you have any inspirational texts or things that make you laugh, authors that make you cry.
What happens when you walk around, I just realise how many books I have read over the years that I've enjoyed when I walk around. But always the interesting thing about books is that when my old man was working in the shop, he had this old lady who was a chemist, and this old lady used to come in every day and she'd get things and say hi, and then she'd always have this stack of books that she used to get from the library, and she was in her 70s, and she was talking about reading, and she said, well, you've got a few books, you've been going through a few books recently, and she said, yeah, and I'm a bit sad about it. And I said, well, why would you be sad about reading books, and she said, well, there's so many books but not enough time.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, that's why I never read books twice. But if you think about it, you look around here and no one has got enough time to read all the great books in life, have they? Or if they do. It's not like movies, you can pretty much see all the best movies, can't you? You can
try and turn them in.
You can never read the best books. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rosso.
I'm going to have some more of these.
Please do.
Yeah, very good. That was good.